Sorry, something happened with my stupid phone, not smartphone. For being smart, sometimes these phones are not very smart. So my previous video got cut off, but I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. Like I said, this is a nice car. I like these cars. So as you can see, here's the interior. And if you check out my previous video, you'll know what the deal with this video is. It's just a continuation of the previous one. So please, if you'd like, watch the previous one right before this one so you know what the deal is. Like I said, my smartphone got dumb and decided to just cut out. So anyhow, as you can see, the interior, it needs work. It's a lot of cleaning to do. It's got cat hair. I don't know if you can tell, but trust me, it's got some hairs in there. And that's not always easy to get out. It just takes time, hard work, and patience. But yeah, so it's pretty bad. And this one's going to take me a while, like I said on a previous video. Not a couple of hours, but several hours to get done right. And that's also at the same time, I mean, I am hustling. We're getting it done fast, but at the same time, I'm kind of taking my time because I really don't have to move that fast. You know, that's the beauty of owning your own business. You work at your pace, at least within reason, and you just do an outstanding job, and the customer is very happy. And you do it at a fair price. And trust me, it makes me at least 2 to 3 times more money than what my job pays, which I'll get into that in another video. I just fired my boss, like Robert T. Kiyosaki says, fire your boss. I just quit my job because that place has too many issues, which I'll get into another video. But yeah, you know, um, I just need to focus 100% on my own detailing business. And that's basically it. I'll explain that later on another video. But like I explained previously on my previous video, uh, if you check it out, you'll know what the deal with the engine is. I already started it. I'm halfway done. It was nasty, trust me. I had a very thick layer of dust and dirt on there. And it's still not done. I still got more cleaning to do. Got to finish it up and dress it up. But it's coming along very nicely, as you can see. It's a lot. It's pretty clean for what it was. So that's basically it. Uh, check out the previous video because I'm not going to really repeat everything I just said. My smartphone got dumb and just cut out. You know how this technology is sometimes. But yeah, so I guess check out detailing Mitsubishi part one, I guess, and this one would be part two. So that way, if you see the first one, then it'll make sense. This part two will make sense. It goes hand in hand with the first one. But yeah, like I said on part one, um, I'll just go ahead and detail it. And when I'm done, I'll make another video and show you once everything is done. The engine bay, engine, the entire exterior, the entire interior. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention on part one that I didn't get to mention is that unfortunately the paint is faded. See, that's what I was saying on, well, trying to say on part one. As you can see right there, clear coat is shot. It's got a nice sunroof, but the roof, the trunk, the wing is all faded. So that's what happens when you guys, when a car is not washed, especially when it's not waxed, the sun just kills the clear coat. Has no mercy. So if you guys, if people just wax their cars, especially if they seal it with a special high quality sealant, and depending how high quality your sealant is, it can last anywhere from 6 months to a year. Especially if you if you take care of your car and you keep it garaged, um, it just helps the sealant to last that much longer. Um, it's a nice car, but as you can see, the wing, the trunk lid, the roof needs to be repainted. The hood is fine, but the roof, the wing, and the trunk lid need to be repainted. They're faded pretty bad. And that's from not waxing. So if you guys seal your paint, give it one good coat of sealant and at least one good coat, if not a couple of good coats of wax. It protects the clear coat of the paint. The sun ends up attacking the wax job and the sealant instead of the clear coat, because that's the wax, especially the sealant's job, to protect the clear coat. So, the sun does not get to the clear coat, at least within reason. Now, if you're surpassed the lifetime of the sealant, because the wax, it depends on how good your wax is. It'll last, but not that long. It'll last depending what part of the country you're in and how you expose your car to the elements. I mean, if it's constantly exposed to the elements, rain, sun, dirt, dust, um, snow, and things like that, and pollution, all the contaminants in the atmosphere, then the more it's exposed, um, the less it's going to last. But the more it's protected, the more the protection itself will last. So it just depends. The more the car is exposed, the more often you have to wax it and put that sealant on. If it's really exposed to the elements, then you want to seal it at least once every 6 months and wax it. It just depends, once a month to once a season. Depends what area of the country you're in. Um, or at least no more than once every 6 months. Once a year, you're pushing it. you know Now that's on the wax. Now the sealant is a lot stronger and it lasts a lot longer, but even the sealant has its limits within reason. you know it could last a full year if it's a really high quality sealant and you put it on there nice and thick. But keep in mind, usually, not always, but usually the thicker they put it on, the harder it's going to be to take it off. Yeah, it's going to give you a stronger, better protection, and it's going to last longer, but it's also going to be harder to take off. But it is worth it. It's more laborious, to take off, but it's going to give you that much better protection. And that actually learned from Larry Casilla, one of the top-notch detailers, I'd say, in the nation, maybe in the world. He's from the Northeast, New York, Connecticut area, where I was born and raised. Obviously, I'm out here in the Southwest now, but he's an awesome, outstanding detailer, one of the best. I call him the master of master detailers, because even us masters can learn from him. I just say it like that. That's just my terminology, because I've been detailing for years, for a long time. But people like Larry, man, they really he's among the very greatest of the very best, I believe. And I mean, the guy is so good. He's basically almost a chemist on the paints, on the chemistry of the paint, and all that. He knows the hardness and the softness of the paint and all that, and he can measure the thickness of the paint and all kinds of things. His father's a chemist, and his wife is a chemist, so he picked up a lot from them. Anyhow, I meant to make a short, quick video, and ends up being a long one, so apologize for that. But yeah, if you guys just seal your car and then wax it, your paint will be like that, like my 91 in front of the 89. That is a 26-year-old car, and you look at the paint, it's like new. So there you go. And look at the 89, which that one wasn't taken care of like the 91, and you see the difference, where it's like new and the other one's kind of faded, needs a new paint job again. And I already explained that on previous videos, so you can look that up. You'll understand. But yeah, that's what you want to do. For the ones that like their car and want to take care of the car and care about it, you want to seal the paint and wax it. That helps to protect the clear coat so it does not fade. And you can have your car like my 91, a couple or a few decades old, and the paint's still like new. And there you go. All right, you guys, I guess that's it for now. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Obviously, the next video will be part 3, where I'll show you when the car is completely done, fully detailed, everything. Engine bay, engine, exterior, interior, everything. All right, you guys. See ya.